Hey Students to Launch team members, Commander Josh here with some supplemental mission information. In this episode, we explore what it's like for astronauts to sleep in space.
Getting a good night's rest is important for anyone and critical for an astronaut. The Apollo missions were short. Studying sleep wasn't a priority. It wasn't until low Earth orbit laboratories like Skylab and the International Space Station, or ISS, that NASA began to study the impact microgravity has on sleep. To learn more, I'm visiting Space Center Houston in Texas to meet Jennifer Hammond, a Boeing engineer who leads ISS mission evaluations. Since we can't go to the ISS ourselves, we're using their space station exhibit here on Earth.
I'm going to show you some of the cool things that we have and what it takes to live in space.
Here's one sleep station right here. I'm going in right now. You can follow me if you want.
So this is your everything area.
Okay.
Workout, sleeping bag. You got a sleeping bag on the ceiling?
Yeah, anywhere.
There's a sleeping bag here?
Yeah.
Remember, there's no up and down.
It doesn't matter if I turn over and I sleep upside down. I don't have any sensation in my head that tells me that I'm upside down, so it really doesn't matter.
It's kind of weird from my point of view.
Yes.
Like sleeping on the ceiling, but in space, there is no ceiling.
There is no ceiling.
And you just Velcro whatever you want to anything?
Yes, so you'll see Velcro patches so crew can place their personal belongings and things. You can't just like put it down on a surface. There is no surface really,
Right. Yeah.
so they have to have a place to stick it, otherwise it'll just float off.
And this is where someone would sleep?
Yeah. Why don't you get in it?
Okay.
Okay, I hear that.
Like, this is legitimately what it looks like when you're on the ISS?
Yep, what you are trying to do is just keep yourself in one spot to sleep comfortably.
It's a great sleeping bag. And what's really cool about it is we can zip it up. And then we have little armholes.
You can have arms in, arms out.
What is this for?
That you want to put either around your eyes or around your forehead so that it keeps your head up against that pillow, this back pillow. That's to hold your head in place.
So that's sleeping.
That's sleeping. Yeah.
It feels weird for me because I'm not used to sleeping standing up, but that
Right.
idea of standing up doesn't exist in space.
Correct. It does not, right? So they don't feel that they're standing because they're floating at 0G.
Cool.
To hear about sleep from someone who's actually been to space, I'm meeting astronaut Dr. Scott Parazynski at Space Center Houston's Skylab 3 exhibit. A veteran of 5 space shuttle missions, Scott has slept in space for 57 nights.
What is it like to actually sleep in space?
It's a lot different than here on Earth. You're actually kind of, bobbing up and down inside your sleeping bag.
What does it feel like?
It's a little disconcerting, and in fact, for me to actually fall asleep in space, I had to use a special feature of the sleeping bag to Velcro my head to a pillow.
Yeah.
And that kind of grounding gave me whatever the need was for my physiology to eventually fall asleep.
Over time then, were you able to have a good night's sleep in space?
You're not quite as exhausted because the physical workload isn't the same. Your heart isn't pumping against gravity, your muscles aren't working against the forces of gravity through the course of a long workday. But I slept really, really well. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are dreams more intense?
They're really vivid.
Sleep is something humans need no matter where they are, on Earth or in space. For those who might dream of one day living on the moon, it's nice to know that once you get there, you can keep on dreaming.